G'day guys, Keithy here again. Thank you for joining me. Okay, today we have got a different video. This time I've got to work on one of the cars. Which one will I work on? Stay tuned. Okay, now you probably guessed it by the title of the video. The old Ute. She's getting some attention today. So what we got to do, Thermofan's running fantastic, by the way, that Pro form. I'll put the link up there somewhere later in the video. I do recommend that. Excuse me. What I have got though is an underlying issue with the radiator in this thing. It's a 4-core radiator, but it's always had a little small leak just up near the filler neck on the core. So I've decided that today I'm going to replace the coolant, and put in some Rizlone radiator stop leak, which you'll see after this. And then we'll fill her up and go for a drive. I'll try and get a few videos during for you so you can see how it goes. We'll go for a drive and I'll report back tomorrow with how it's going. As always, I really appreciate your time. And if you could subscribe, fantastic. It'll help me out there. Comments down below. I'll try and get to all of them. I don't get that many comments anyway, let's be honest, but if you've got any questions or queries or anything like that, if you're new to doing this job, by all means ask questions, because it's the only way to learn. And doing it yourself, it's not a hard job, so go nuts and have a good time. Enjoy the video, guys. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Okay, so as you guessed, the Ute. Yes, the Ute. The old 5-y. The old 5-litre. She's getting some work today. I got it on charge here. I thought I'd show you this too. I got a C-Tech MXS 10 charger. So I bought this originally for the Range Rover over there. So when I am not home for a bit, I can leave it on charge. But it's so good. Like, I've got the Ute on it at the moment. I just have a habit of topping batteries up. So I'll do another video on batteries and stuff and chargers another day. But yeah, if you got one of them or get something similar, even super cheap sell smart chargers, I reckon you should do that. Keeps your battery in tip-top shape. This one here's a couple of years old already, 3 years old or something like that. Okay, so what we're going to do today, you've seen the Thermofan video that I did up, and that's working fantastic. But well, there was also an underlying issue here with the radiator in this thing. It's not causing me an issue with overheating or anything like that, but it's something that I have to look at fixing right now. So what it is, you probably won't even see it, to be honest. Just down in here. There, right on the edge actually, there's a coolant leak on the radiator of this thing, and always has been since the day I bought it. I've just been doing what lazy people do and top it up and drive it for a bit and then top it up again. But it's got to the point now where it's it's wetting the cardboard that it lives on. Look at that, there's oil all over that too. Holden 5-litre life. We've got a Range Rover here. These Range Rovers are supposed to be bloody, Land Rovers typically leak oil everywhere. I haven't even got cardboard underneath it. That's how much this thing leaks. There's no leaks. That's just a stain on the floor there. There's no leaks. This thing doesn't leak. So you want to buy a Land Rover that doesn't leak. Don't buy this one because I've got it. Buy another one. All right, back to the job at hand. So what I've got to do now, I don't even know how much coolant is in here at the moment. So you can see. I only topped this up the other day. There's nothing in there. That's an eBay radiator. It's an aluminium 4-core, I think it is. It was what come with the car when I bought it, and it had that little dodgy. Oh no, I've taken the Thermofan away, haven't I? Yeah, that one there. It had that little Thermofan on it. That Thermofan was no good, so I put this BF Falcon Thermofan on here. Beautiful. Proform right here. That temp controller. Buy it. Definitely buy it, guys. It does the job. It keeps this thing way cool. Even on, well, today's 42 degrees. I should just show you out there. It's 42 degrees and about 90% humidity right now. It is friggin' hot. That's why I'm actually in the garage rather than on the driveway working on the car this time. What we're going to do, drain the radiator. I'm not going to drain the block. It'll probably drain mostly anyway. And I'm going to fill it up with the new line. 7 years, they reckon, so I'll give it a shot. And obviously with that radiator leak, I'm going to do a poor man's fix. I'm going to try and use this Rizlone cooling system radiator stop leak. They've got another one that's got copper or something, a copper or brass in it. I used that in a previous vehicle that had Welsh plugs that were leaking, and it was amazing. That
This is only radiator, so I got the one for radiators, and this leak, it's not a massive leak, so we'll see how it does, and I'll go through the process of draining the radiator. And this thing, I haven't even looked at the bottom of the radiator, so I'm probably just going to have to take the bottom hose off. So there's no mechanical fan on this thing, which is fantastic. So all I've got to do is just go down here and take that bottom hose off and drain the radiator that way. Because it's so low, what I'll do is I'll use my little oil drain pan here to catch the water and coolant and whatever else is in there. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Take the hose off, let the radiator drain out, put the hose back on, fill her up, and put that stuff in there. Now they say on this that you got to put it in when the engine's cold. So I haven't run this, so I basically just moved it back by pushing it in the garage, so it's got enough space to work basically. We'll see how it goes, guys. So once I've tipped it in, I'm going to let it idle. Apparently you can let it idle for 10 to 20 minutes, and I'll do that. 20 minutes is nothing. And then I'm going to take it for a drive and take my dog for a bit of a drive, and we'll see how it goes after that, see if it's stopped the water leak. So I'll probably remove that cardboard so there's no traces of old water leaks. Move it up here somewhere. I've got plenty of cardboard there, because yeah, Holden life. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ask me questions if you've never done anything like this before. Everyone's new at some stage. Yeah, hopefully I can help someone out. It's not a big job in my opinion, but it's quite daunting to a lot of people. Don't be afraid to work on your car, guys. But yeah, do a bit of research before you start taking things off if you've never done it. This is something simple, in my opinion. But if you haven't done it before, it can be quite daunting. Alright, we'll get the feedback happening after I've done the change, and I'll try and get a video throughout the process of draining the coolant out. Cheers, guys. Alright, guys. So, you can't see anything from down there because that's lovely. Yeah, you see I've got all these rags around here to try and catch it. It's very hard to stop all of that stuff from going into that little pan that you want when you take it off. But what I have done, I've removed the bottom radiator hose, guys. It's just a hose clamp, a couple of screws, pull the hose off. There you go. So that's drained out now. I'm going to put the hose clamp back on, the hose and hose clamp back on, and fill her up, and we'll go from there. Righto, guys. So I have added the Rizlone cooling system radiator stop leak, and I top the level up with the coolant, obviously, and the water to fill it the rest of the way up. And I've got to let the car idle for 15-20 minutes, something like that. Hopefully it works. I'll show you while we're at it what this Proform controller doing. So I've got that temperature down to 105 at the set point. And you can see here, that fan is only started running to keep the motor cool. At the moment, it's sitting here idling in the driveway. Obviously, if you're driving around town and whatnot, you load the motor up a bit, so that's obviously going to add some heat to it. The fan runs a little bit more often while I'm driving around, but I'll do a video in car at some stage if I can to sort of show how it goes around town. So that was 165, I think you just saw on the thing. You can see where that is on the gauge here, just above a quarter. Show you how it goes when we're driving around town. I might pull up at some stage and just show you what the temp is, because obviously you can't record while I'm driving. Alright, so I've just pulled up at the school. I've just come to the school to pick up my daughter. And yeah, you can see there, I've literally just stopped. That's the temp right there. Bang on, halfway, hasn't moved. Got up there and it's just sat there. Lovely. It's very hot actually, it's 41 degrees right now here too. Very hot today. Alrighty then. So today is the 22nd of February, it's a Friday, and it's the day after I did the coolant change on the Ute. Put that Rizlone radiator stop leak in it to see if we could at least temporarily fix the radiator leak that the big girl had. So let's get right into it, the verdict. You tell me what you can see under here. Oh, it's a bit hard on the phone,
Sorry about that, guys. You know how phones don't like to focus. But I can tell you now that is 100% dry under there. Not a drip. Fantastic. It's done exactly what I want it to do. And given I didn't want to buy a whole new radiator, I'll spend a couple of $100 getting this one patched up just now. Perfect time to spend a lot of money when you just get the rates and whatnot. I think that was a $25 or $30 investment that's well spent. So if you're looking to do that, guys, I think Rizlone radiator stop leak gets a thumbs up from me. And as you saw in the little previous section of this video, the temperature's fine. It's sitting at about halfway on a 42-degree day. I can drive around town, stop at traffic lights, all that kind of stuff on the way to the school run, which was about a 25-minute drive. And yeah, temperature didn't budge. It got up to halfway, as it always has, and yeah, just sat there. So that thermo fan under the hood is fantastic. It's a fantastic thing. I'll put the link right up there, or maybe there, I don't know which way. Probably there. To the thermo fan video that I did. If you're interested in doing that, I recommend it. I live in North Queensland on a 42-degree day, and I can keep the motor cool. So if you need any more proof, there it is. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, any questions, hit me up, chuck them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them. And yeah, subscribe. That would be absolutely fantastic. It helps me keep these videos coming. A little bit of encouragement from you guys always lets me know you appreciate what you're seeing. Comments, likes, dislikes, share it with your mates. Fantastic, guys. And I will catch you next time. I've got it. Actually, this weekend I'm going to do some more video footage. It's going to be very exciting. I've got a whole heap of cool stuff lined up. So hopefully I can get a video out maybe Sunday night or Monday for you. Take care, guys.